A few words about new cameras, my thinking. So, suppose Fujifilm, recent Fujifilm GFX. So, I didn't talk about that before, but I will talk. This camera and this camera. So this is a new one. Well, what I can tell you, those kind of cameras, medium format, 100 megapixels, they are normally used by fashion photographers. To me, normally, like in the past, if you want to shoot like for Vogue, you need to use medium format. You will not shoot for Vogue using full frame. So to me, this camera is for like fashion photography. Now I see some problems with Fuji decisions. Nobody is talking about it, but I can tell you. Okay, this is good, like let's say 16-bit RAW, then RAF, original format, and then there is 16-bit RGB. This sounds okay, everything is fine. Now they have this one is 102 extra million pixels. So they have different formats. What's good about this camera, it has AI to help autofocus. To me, many Fuji older cameras, they have some issues with focusing. Like continuous focus, but it doesn't know sometimes where to focus. If you have on eye and face, it might be okay, but if not, the focusing is just, the camera doesn't understand. Look like focusing is made on bigger part, not the person. So if for the person you need to change everything for the person. So I did see somewhere this one is using AI in addition to whatever focusing they had. Now format, this looked to me fine. Apple ProRes Photo 2 HQ and sound 24-bit. For this one you need a what they call Apple computer file MOV. This is considered good, especially for the sound. This for the sound should be better from what I know than this one. So they have HQ in format MOV. Now, how about RAW? So if you need RAW, you need to check on RAW. Because this camera, it's kind of like less expensive than 100 Mark II. So it will not offer you the same feature. Now, with any of Fuji cameras, those new ones, what I can see is a problem like this. Okay, scroll away, scroll. Okay, now, hold on. It might give me, it might not. Basically what I want to say, we say GFX 100 S2. Let me show you, hold on. So what it has, the main problem with these cameras is, believe it or not, vertical shooting. Suppose this one. Many times when it comes to fashion photography, you don't shoot this way, model. You don't shoot model this way. Unless like model sitting on a bench somewhere. But if it's like, suppose walking or standing, which would be most of it, I've seen like, suppose people shoot on a beach in Hawaii, they shoot on the beach and model is close to some kind of cliff. She's not sitting on rocks like this, you know what I mean? So she's standing, because to sit on those dirty rocks, you're not supposed to ask to do that. It's not a bench. But anyway, like for photography, they like to simplify background. That's what my school was teaching, to simplify background. So to simplify background, most likely you will not have any benches, nothing. So people go to like cliffs or some nature, whatever. So, well, when you look at this camera like this, or 102, in order to shoot vertically, you need to have a grip, or you need to have a body with the button. And you have certain dials here, you need to have here. That's what you have on, let's say, Canon 1DX3, or you know, those kind of cameras, or Nikon Z9, or well, some grips. If camera comes with a grip, it's not just the power grip, it is a shooting vertically. So to me, when it comes to shooting fashion photography, I need vertical shooting. In the past they were using Hasselblad 6x6. They were looking down and then they cut. Yeah, they cut on the side. But if you would shoot like 6x7, 6x8, you would need to change your back to vertical shooting. You know, like on my Mamiya RZ67 or RB67, or I think Fuji, that one 680. You need to change your back from this, from the horizontal to vertical. So in today's world, you cannot change the sensor, you cannot, or back somehow. So you need to have a button. Suppose this is S or this is 2. You need to have a button here somewhere, because when you hold like this, because with this one, if you hold vertically, you need to be like a crab, some kind of, you know what I mean? It's very unnatural way. Now, if you have this one, this sounds right. So if you are buying for fashion photography, buy with the grip. So in this case, it's ready for fashion photography. And many times people don't talk about this. So suppose this camera is offering. Now, if I go back to S2, does it come with, can you buy a grip for that? So to me, if it didn't offer grip, I don't need to buy it now, if you don't want to shoot like that. Now, so this is very important. So you see what you have basically on this side. So when you turn, it should be a button. You push release button. This is on and off. This is normal. And if you have button there where your hand is, so it would be on other side somewhere, on the corner, or maybe on the top, on that side. What else I can say? So if Japanese are offering camera like that, if there is a big announcement, they should offer at the same time the grip, because this, to me, this is a professional camera for fashion photography. In most cases, I should assume this kind of vertical shooting, not this one. That's how I look. If you look at fashion photography, if you look at magazines, Vogue magazine is vertical, the page vertical, another page vertical. It's how you shoot vertical. So unless you have maybe, like 2 pages together sometimes, which is very rare, you will not see that often. For 2 pages together, yes, you can do it. Some musicians, I think some musicians, music magazines in the past, they had like the whole band, and it's kind of big like this. It's like kind of like a poster. But today I don't see that so much. I would say in general for fashion photography you need to have that. So if there is a big announcement, don't assume people, buying this and wait for how long. You release with the grip. Okay, like this shooting. There is no magazine like that. This is for what? I don't know. To me it's strange. This here, you posted this one. Okay, then post here the grip for it. Or you need to have electronic shutter release. So hold with one. It's not convenient. That's a big camera. You need to hold with 2 hands. That's how I look, honestly. Now, beside my honest opinion, there is if it offers vertical grip right now today, if money is not the object, I would consider this one. This has better specs. In some way, it's better specs than S Mark II. It has more. First of all, that one is not. I don't think that one is offering CF Express. So for professional photography, if you shoot a lot, suppose with like Sony full frame or Canon or other ones, they comes with CF Express. If you go to this, it doesn't have CF Express, then what you gonna do? That's not the same shooting. You might start to dislike all that slow kind of shooting, because the file is big, 100 megapixels. You need really a good card reading fast. So this is to me, for fashion photography, that would be on a slow side, really. Yeah, it costs a couple of grand less. If you look at specs, I did not see CF Express. You see, like this. Okay, SSD. I don't know. To me, huge files and fast, you need CF Express. That's how I look. For fashion photography, yeah, it's not sport, but you don't need to wait to take every shot, Now, Where's that one? I'm looking for not. Oh, this is a different side. I'm sorry. I'm looking at different side. Okay, cameras, and then I need GFX. Now, if you look at tools, so you can buy a grip for that. So I would go buy this with the grip. This is older model. I would go with newer model. So it has storage media CF Express Type B. So that's what I would look at. And this one, 16-bit TIFF, the same as that one, 100S Mark II. So this looks fine. Now, some people say that you don't see any difference, 16 or 14. I would think you don't see it because you don't have right monitor. For 16-bit, you need to have right monitor to see the difference. I'll show you later. My opinion, it's a good monitor. So, first of all, that's how I would look. To me, this is a winning camera. CF Express, it means writing faster, overall faster. And let's see, I'm looking for video. It has certain video specs different. Video. Movie recording. Okay, the same HQ, but some, I think they had RAW or something. For some reason, to me this is the same MOV. Movie recording. That's pretty good format. 2.7621. That's a wide screen. 24p. I'm looking at RAW. I've seen somewhere. Maybe not. Okay, MOV. I don't see RAW. Some like it. Some editors. For editors, for some reason they like RAW footage. Maybe it doesn't. Yeah, you would need to check on it if you're concerned with RAW. To me, for like vlogging, I mean, this camera is okay for vlogging if it's inside of studio. Suppose you have a studio, or some people have like kind of, I would say, expensive house, and they have certain area to be outside, but it's not really the wall. It's like a house made of two parts, and in the middle some kind of garden or something. So I mean, to put on tripod and then put monitor on top, this is okay for vlogging, but this does offer flip out screen, and the other one is too. So to me, I would go with CF Express, and I would go with vertical grip if I have a job for professional fashion photography. Otherwise, if you are looking for making videos, ProRes, then maybe other one is okay, because most videos probably you're gonna make in that format, like, you know, horizontal. So if it's like strictly for video, if it's for video, maybe like suppose in that certain garden or studio, you have YouTube studio on tripod, monitor on top, shooting ProRes. Yeah, then if you don't have any fashion photography needs, then I would think 100S2 is okay. You'll save some money. But the other side, I do like that CF Express. As soon as I see this, you can have more Mbps or MBS. You can have higher MBS. You know, like they have format. Let's say it can be the same format. Suppose 4K, but either 100 MBS, or it could be 300 or 400 MBS. Okay, this is raw for photo. But anyway, those MBS, as soon as I see CF Express, it means to me I can have higher MBS. So Netflix is like minimum 240. If I want minimum 240 or higher, or for minimum you can find 250 writing speed, or 300 you can find, but if you want higher, then I would go with this one. Now another thing, so I would say if Japanese consider that new camera 100S2 for fashion photography, they should release camera and the grip. Now, about what I sometimes don't like about Fuji is actually lenses. Many people say it's good lenses, but actually I found, oh no, this one. What's going on? Lenses. It's not working. I'm not sure what happened. Product, lenses. Okay, I don't like lenses like that. You see R? If R, LM is good, like this one, R. I found those R, they're noisy, it is old technology. Probably 20 years old technology. The LM, linear motor, that's okay, that's a good one. So realistically, I mean, that camera is good, but realistically what I would look at, LM, skip. No, this is not skip, this is okay. This is okay, skip, okay. This okay. This has OIS. Okay, skip. Okay, skip. Okay. So LM okay, I'm telling you, LM is okay, R not LM. It is noisy and it's taking forever. So, okay, this one XF. Well, this one is this is crop sensor. LM okay. This is not okay. Not okay. This is okay. Not okay. Skip. Okay. So you see what I mean? They mix LM. You can check for yourself LM and not LM. You'll see the difference. So I personally don't like those R's everywhere. To me, I don't like to use them. I had them, I sold them. LM I would keep. Now, when you talk about new cameras like XT50, no flip out screen. That's not for vlogging, I'm telling you. So another side, like this one, EOS, but I had this lens, I sold it. It's kind of noisy, it's not LM lens. I don't like it. Okay, this LM. I think this is a newer lens. I did not see that before. LM is okay. Okay, this one okay maybe for, let's say, they have Fuji, the Pro. You know they have Pro crop sensor camera. I think for that one is flip out screen, it's okay for vlogging. This lens, or 16, it is equivalent of 24 plus probably 4K small crop. It will be maybe 28. If you're okay with it, then it's okay. So this one, actually LM, this is okay. What's the difference? Okay, that's constant 2.8. Okay, this is fine. This is, I don't suggest this one. NR, I don't suggest. This one actually better. This one, LM OIS, this is better lens than this one. This is silent and fast. Because for video you need silent. You don't need that kind of noise. So that's what I would say. How about G mount? Not G mount, GFX, sorry. No, it says G. G. No, it's not G, this one. Zoom, I'm looking for zoom. To see zoom with OIS. What do they have? Okay, this is noisy, this is okay, but not stabilization. This one is okay. 45 is probably, let's see, equivalent. Let me show you. Equivalent. It doesn't say. I think on app, on the phone app, it says equivalent. But anyway, so to me this one would be okay if you like OIS. And I can tell you the Fuji, you know, the stabilization and body, if you use with wide lens, it could be wobbling. So I did not even like that IBIS, what they call IBIS. I did not like Fuji IBIS. I turned that off. So the only thing I could use is lens with OIS. So if you're shooting with GFX, some kind of video, try this one. That's my only suggest. Or if you want something like, let's say, you know, those far away things. This, it should be a new one like telephoto. Okay, how about telephoto? Prime. Should be a new one. This one, 250, I guess. It has OIS and LM. So this should be pretty good. So to me, Fuji is basically, you need to you need to be very careful with those R lenses. They might appear noisy and you don't want to keep them. Okay, now, like I said, there is XT50 but not flip out screen, so you cannot vlog. I cannot really even suggest, if you like vlogging, to me that small camera is only for vlogging, unless you're super photography lover. So to me, I see no real reason to buy that or to make even video about it. I had before a camera, no flip out screen. Why does it do this? It's kind of strange. So, okay, cameras X. Yeah, that's what I want. Why I cannot? Let me see, hold on. Camera X, it's called XH2. So that XH2 with 16, whatever it had, like, okay, 2S, you know that stabilization OIS. That would be okay for vlogging. Or is that what, comparing? Oh, compare, okay. Let's say XT50. I do like on XT50 AI helping for focusing. I think they should have all their cameras AI helping focusing, because normally Fuji was behind for focusing. It's okay, but it's not really Sony or Canon or Nikon Z9. So anyway, storage. What I like about this H2S, it has CF Express. So assume you can get higher Mbps rating. To me, well, if you want, you can check on it. So this one, compressed RAW, this is crazy, 1000 plus. That's actually a good camera too. They are both good. This has, XH2 has flip out screen and it has 40 megapixels, but this one is considered more professional. 26 flip out screen, but if you look at oh yeah, they have CF Express, this and this doesn't. So with that one I assume it will not do the same thing. And like I said, for me important flip out screen, so I would go either with this one or this one. And then Fuji, for some reason, started to offer ProRes, which I've never seen before. So I think this one, I like this particular crop sensor, has ProRes HQ. If you have Apple computer, if you like to edit, this is pretty good format. To me, I would rather go with Apple ProRes Photo 2 HQ than this one, H264. This is TerraSound 24-bit, H265. So if you like something better, go with H265. So the rest, so you see, if you go with cameras, you need to find flip out screen, if you'd like for vlogging, flip out screen, then lenses with stabilization. I only found like one lens, I guess, for wide angle. It's probably not wide enough, So it's up to you. Now what else they have? The next one would be Sony, I guess. I actually don't really like it. I think Sony had to do something else with a global shutter. Google. If you look at global shutter, less dynamic range. You see, some global shutter sensors have a lower dynamic range and lower light sensitivity than Roland shutter. So, to me, I would probably go a little bit more for Roland shutter. I don't want lower dynamic range. That's me. So, even if Sony have that, I think they had to have, or they might still have two, but they should not call it three, to me. So A7, not, it's not A7, it's 8.9, 893. Okay, 893. So, somewhere they should say, what, two. So my idea is what Sony had to do is they had, suppose, Sony A9 II and then A9 II, suppose global GS, global shutter. I don't think they should give this name. There is no better dynamic range and they are calling by a new name 3, look like more advanced. I think that's not, I would not give it. Or if you don't like 2, you just say Alpha 9 GS, global shutter. I think they should not name by this and remove bigger dynamic range, which is nonsense, some kind of nonsense, to me. So it's okay, overall it's okay, depending on what you like. If you have big concern with Roland shutter, it's suppose you make video and for a short time you have Roland shutter problem. Yeah, maybe you can match later, but this would be less dynamic range, but for few seconds or couple seconds, 3 seconds, to show no Roland shutter and then match close. For that reason, it's okay. To me, it's a second camera. But if you want dynamic range, it says some, but to me that has. And I've seen reports in low light, it is worse. So what else I can say? They do expect, people do expect, I think A1 Mark II. Some rumors, I guess, speculations. So, because this camera is not really new one. This is 21, right now 24. So people expect this one. If you don't mind to wait, I think it's okay to wait. I actually not in a big rush, so I would wait for this one. For me, important AI for autofocus helping, like they have A7 C2, I guess, and then that helping autofocus AI, I would like to see new updated to the best autofocus with this one. What else? So Canon R1, it's not clear about flip out screen, but to me it's clear they're gonna have normal Canon look with where you can shoot vertically. Oh no, so not A1, R1. I had the camera like DX. You don't need a grip, you see like here, it's like built-in grip. So you have here certain switch on and off, and you push button like this. So it's somewhere on that side. So for me this is okay. I don't know, they don't give too much of details. The problem is this camera, if it doesn't have flip out screen, it's like a Fuji gonna be. For studio, put monitor on top, put on tripod. Yeah, it's okay. If you need that for outside, you use this photographic camera or on tripod. But to carry this one with that monitor on top, I can tell you that's not very convenient. Plus, you have huge lens. I know how it feels. Yeah, you can hold for a few seconds, not for half an hour. This is not like action cam or cell phone. This is for something else. This would be like for sport. The main reason people buy this one is for sport and for wildlife. Sport like, football, soccer, baseball, because you are staying far away. You use that telephoto lens. Or you can put on tripod. Sometimes you put on tripod and it's possible to operate, to have one and have second on tripod. Suppose you have one camera you hold and second on tripod towards soccer gate, then you just press the button. If you see that closer to that particular gate, you press the button, it will shoot. So sometimes people put on tripod or behind the gate. I've seen some people put on tripod behind the gate. So this is basically, it's kind of like sports photography camera. I did like this for surfing, daylight surfing. It works, those professional cameras, they work pretty good. But I had like 20 something megapixels. If you zoom in like 3x, I wish I would have more megapixels. So I would actually, for that reason, I would actually consider Z9, Nikon, and VR big lens. And for me it's interesting what kind of sensor they're gonna have, how many megapixels, and after you zoom in 3 times with Z9 Nikon versus this one, zoom in to see the picture. Again, this to me is mostly like for sport, or it is not really for fashion photography, but I would say sport. If I need vlogging, if no screen, I might consider R3, or they have new coming. It's interesting, it should be later, R5 Mark II. And I actually would like to see R5C Mark II. For video, that would be awesome camera. I would probably make a video on that. I do like R5C, but it should have better battery. I think what they should do with R5C, they should have like this battery, double battery and ventilation, and no need any grip attachments. Because those batteries, those insert batteries, like Canon It was like on Canon R, no, Canon 5D, I guess. From my experience, they are not good. They are not good batteries, but those two big ones, they have kind of strange shape that you remove here and there. They are better, way better. So I think what R5C Mark II should do is like that. Two of them. Well, on C70 they have huge battery. Maybe that one, but maybe like this. I would be okay with this kind. And then USB. If not enough, USB charger. So if you shoot like this, connect USB so you don't drain as much. Something like that. Or you can charge. If you drive, you charge from one location to another location. When you drive, you charge. Anyway, so this one is not clear. Now what else? Sony, Panasonic. I don't see anything new from Panasonic. One thing I want to say about Panasonic, many people don't talk about. It is called, let's say, eBay. I actually might buy it for fun. I think it's pretty good. It's called Lumix. It's called G9, and then Pro Mark II. It's not really G9 II or G9 Mark II, but G9 Pro Mark II. To me, it appears this is strictly camera for Japanese market, but sometimes I see they sell here. They say, but it should be on a box like this. You see, like this one from Japan. I think there is a small difference. My belief. Why would you need to put on a box? You see, like this G9 Pro 2, and I can tell you there is no box says Pro like GH5 Pro. There is no box GH6 Pro. But only I could find G9 Pro or G9 Pro Mark II. This is known as better autofocus, especially face autofocus. Even the previous model, Note Mark II, was quite good compared to GH5. Now the problem was it has like 30 minutes limit. Well, then if you make short clips, then you don't need even 30 minutes. And it has like 10 minutes for I guess 4K 60 limit, that's plenty. I don't complain about that limit. I don't really shoot, no, not 4K, I think 4K 120 or something, 10 minutes. For slow motion, for slow motion it has like 10 minutes. But like 4K 60, 50, you can get like 30 minutes. But if you travel, like if I consider this for travel, I don't stand and shoot one building for over 30 minutes. Or ocean for over 30 minutes. You just shoot, make short clips here and there, then you make video. Most of Hollywood shots are only a few seconds, so to me it's okay. I'll have more shots. But to me it's interesting. I might buy that particular one. Another side of thing, I would say I've seen, I mean, for people who don't like to buy Chinese models, they like to buy Japanese. I think there is GH5 made in China. So I've seen online somewhere it says GH5 made in China. You see, made in China, GH5. So How about G9? Oops, not GH9, but I don't know why I had computer before, Sony Vaio, made in China. It was like 2007. It was overheating like crazy. I don't do much, it's always crazy hot. So sometimes I think made in China, I know one Japanese told me they keep the best technologies in Japan. If it's not the best, they produce somewhere else. So if it's made in China, I don't know, maybe actually G9 is better camera, Lumix. So if I like to buy Japanese, now there is only one problem, you might have some warranty problems. As soon as you bought from overseas, they don't have American warranty. It's made in China. You see GH9, DCG9, I purchased Lumix, it's made in China. So I would actually like Japanese model. I don't buy to buy. I bought before lens. If you look at eBay, I bought before Canon lens from Japan. Like let's see, Canon 400 f4. Like this, for instance. You see, EF. So you see, from Japan. From Japan. You can find a lot of this from Japan. So I bought it. I had no problems. They ship quite fast. They can ship very fast. How about I like 600? F4. You see 3 grand, 2 grand. This is much better than 10 grand. And people don't use that often. It might be working fine. So this is Japan. This is Japan. So anyway, I've seen like Ken Rockwell. There is a guy, he is doing review, Ken Rockwell, and he was saying, oh, I would never buy 2 grand lens. He was talking about Nikon lens. He said, I would never buy 2 grand lens made in outside of Japan. That's why I shoot on Canon. So I guess in some sense, if I would buy G9, I would buy from Japan. I can tell you, from Japan to California, it's not gonna be slower than they ship from China to California. And they do ship a lot of stuff. Like you buy on eBay, they ship from China. So this was packed very good. Japanese, they pack very good. And I had lens, big one. Nothing broken, glass is fine. This has no 400 millimeters glass. So I like the 600 f4 like for surfers. I think that's probably #1 lens for me. I don't need any teleconverters and all that. I don't really like teleconverters. Unless like 1.5 sometimes. I don't like 2x, not me. Anyway, some of them, okay, see, only Japan. So to me, that's a camera strictly for Japanese market. They don't talk here so much. You see, like this, brand new. So I would consider this one from Japan too. You can buy a battery grip G9 too. So Like Fuji cameras, I don't see they make in China, unless maybe small ones, some kind of. But Panasonic, they do make in China. And if you look at reviews and people's talk, G9 autofocus is better than GH5. And now they have face detection. So first one they make with Japanese, and sometime later maybe with Chinese models. Anyway, I don't see much from Panasonic. They had again back to Fuji. I think it was Fujifilm X, some kind of summit. If you are concerned with that, you can read. Okay, 16. Today I have 17. So it was yesterday, I guess. Summit on 16. I'm not gonna go through that. I wasn't there, but you can check on videos. What else? Nikon. I don't see much from Nikon or Nikon. Nikon. Suppose the only thing I see for myself, Nikon ZF. And if I need for kind of smaller fashion photography, then Z9. Because Z8, unless you can buy a grip, power grip, Z8 doesn't offer you a button to shoot with vertical. So ZF, this is good one. Most likely you will not find colors. I was looking for different color. You see, okay, I want color. Somewhere it was saying not available. I want gray. I think there is gray. Why you don't give color? Or gray. I think I like gray. I'm kind of tired of that black color. I actually would like to make this is silver. This is silver and this is gray. If I take to like Hawaii or Thailand, I don't like that to be hot, or India. I like that silver edition, like ZFC they had. How about the blue one? Indigo blue. That's not bad. But I like gray. I don't know, this is some kind of... Is that camera? For jeans is okay. For t-shirt. How about this one? I've seen some people like this one. To me it's weird. This looks like a belt for jeans. Anyway, out of all I would think I like gray. It's kind of like restrained, but not black. I kind of okay. So I like this one, and then if I can order, I was looking where I can buy. I could not buy anywhere, only black. But I would suggest to Nikon have second one, silver edition. I like this gray and this is silver. For hot tropical countries, I would choose this camera. You know, you've seen like that, the guy, vlogger, I think his name, Newstead or something like that, from New York. He put bunch of white stickers on some cameras. So maybe it's too hot or something. But I don't want to put stickers. I just like all silver. Now lenses. I did talk about that before. I don't see much. Honestly. They do have the S line, but I would consider this one, no VR. I would actually consider like this, for instance. 24 1.7. Oh, this is DX. Let me see. They had one list, I think 35. Okay, this is Z. I would consider this one. It's kind of like, oh, this one. Special edition. And then they have like 35. I like this one. 35 1.8. I might just go with one like this. Shoot everything on 35. This 2.8 is okay, but I don't know why. I would consider this one. If I would choose one lens only, I might go with this. But for vlogging, yes, you need a wider one. This would be like for photography, even for video on tripod, I guess. Put on tripod, small tripod, and then put on your table, like when you are eating. Well, then you need to be far away. It depends on how long is the table. But this is for general photography, it's good. This one is good 50, but sometimes I found in the past it's too tight. Like when you go and shoot inside of the building, inside of rooms, this one you need to have long distance. Sometimes you don't have that long distance. The 35 is better. It doesn't have big distortion, but you don't need to be far away. You have more in the frame. But otherwise, this one okay. And if you don't mind to carry weight, if I don't mind to carry weight, I would go with this one, 17 to 28, or this one, 17 to 24. Yes. That would be kind of heavier setup vlogging. But if no VR, then you would need to put on a table or somewhere. Like suppose small tripod. You can put on some kind of, like those, some kind of electrical boxes, kind of lower electrical boxes. I guess you can put on that. You can see some subjects, or like wall, like in Hawaii, they have Waikiki Beach, and they have kind of wall, but not super high wall, like I would say 1 yard or yard and a half. So you can put a small tripod on this and tell what you want, and then you show. But you need to show, I guess you need to turn every possible stabilization on. Now, and beside it, like I said, shortly, quickly, I don't want to spend too much time on it. In general, I don't like to make videos over 1 hour. Anyway, mirrorless. Okay, where is it? Z9. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one, ultimate, all this, blah, blah, blah. But I want to see the button. Like if you look at this one, this would be normal, like Canon DX and all this, for vertical shooting. I've seen in Hawaii people shoot with this one models, probably not for Vogue, but for some kind of other projects. And they do use cameras, but I can tell you, even if you shoot sport like surfers, you might want to shoot vertically, because he's standing on a board or half standing on a board. I feel very inconvenient. I don't know why it's bothering me. I don't like to shoot like if there is no grip, power grip. There is no power grip. So this is Z9. You see, switch on and you can shoot this one Z8, I guess. Z8, right? Or whatever Z. So if no button, I don't like it. If you are thinking about pro work, because I've seen Hawaii people shoot surfers the whole day. So people come and they go to hotels and then they take instructions for surfing and they try to surf, and there is like a special place you pay. A professional photographer will shoot your surfing just for your own reasons to show later to your friends. Because with that one, when you surf, you're far away, you need like 300, 400, 600 millimeter lens. Most people don't come to Hawaii with telephoto lenses, so they would rather pay. And some people sit and wait, like photographers sit and wait close to the beach, and then when you shoot, I would actually shoot vertically. If you look at surfers, it's like fashion photography. Surfers. Okay, video, no, images. So, yeah, you can shoot like this, but okay, like in this case, okay, this model supposed model with, oh, this is not a model or surfer. So to me, this would be like Hasselblad 6x6 look, but realistically, it should be, for magazine, would be like that. If it's a crowd like this, many people, yeah, you can have horizontal. If like two people, yeah, horizontal. But I just want to see on the board somewhere. I had my pictures. It is more convenient to hold in this way. But sometimes this framing, you don't need to show this. You know, like if you go to photography school, they might say you don't need all this. You don't need to show the ocean, you need to show the surfer. You crop here, crop, that's what you keep. You don't need to show the ocean. Get closer. Like this, for instance. Now it's up to you. Yeah, you can shoot this way. But this is kind of like a crazy position. Or like this, for instance. Why do you need to show the ocean? You turn vertically, you'll get more megapixels if you fill the frame this way. That's all you need. You don't need to show that half of the frame ocean. Are you talking about ocean surfer? You see what I mean? So anyway, that's my view. And then models, if you look at models, that would be normal shot, walk, take a look. That's how you shoot vertically for Vogue magazine, because page is like vertical. What else? Well, if you shoot crowd, then yes, you turn this way. What else? Sometimes they shoot this way, but to me this is more like a documentary shot. It's not really a model shot. If you want a model shot, you don't need all those people. Okay, this will show you the event. That's how I look. Anyway, okay, this one. You see vertical. You don't need to show ocean, nothing. Well, if she is laying down on a beach, then yes, you can have horizontal. Okay, what else? So that's how I look. So to me, camera is basically for professional use. I always need a button on the other side. That's from my experience. Especially like GFX, come on. To pay so much money and no button. So if, let's see, so that was, which one? That was model like this. Okay, oh, Nikon, what, that's what I want. Nikon Z9, Z8 grip. Can you buy? But yeah, if you can buy, then yes, that's okay. That's okay camera. You don't like to spend extra money. To me, this is okay. So look, you see this one? So basically it has that on and off switch, and it should be a button for shutter release. So if you turn vertically, you press here, otherwise you have that look like a crab arm or some kind of strange arm. So that's for Nikon. What else? Olympus, I don't look at Olympus so much. Olympus, they should have 10 bit, 42 10 bit. I think they're still playing with 8 bit. Olympus, Panasonic, Sony. I was trying to show you 16 bit. So I think there is a good BenQ 16 bit LUT monitor. So for people like this, for people who are saying I don't see big difference between 14 and 16 bit, my idea is it's probably not 16 bit monitor. So this one is photo video editing. So I'm actually considering in the future to buy this one. I need photo and video editing. Like Apple, if Apple has like ProRes 42, they're talking about 12 bit. They might don't even make for 16 bit for this purpose. So, but Apple, like, you know, they have that Apple Studio, that computer. You can connect monitor like this. You don't need Apple monitor. So I might even consider buying like Apple Studio computer, or even I'm not iMac. They have like a tower. Tower would be better, but still, even Studio is good. Studio and like this. If I say 16 bit, probably to me you can see Fuji color 16 bit color. And if you have second monitor like this and you have 14 bit and you compare 14 versus 16, probably then you see it. Because normally, like in music, for recording music, you don't use speakers from the store. You need special studio speakers. So to me, to see 16 bit, you need special monitor for it. Well, computer can process 16 bit, but the monitor might not. You can check on other monitors. So anyway, what else I want to say? I would say, okay, Canon R3. I didn't say, but it's kind of new. I didn't talk about it before. To me, it's okay. Canon R3 AI focus. I think it has AI. I'm kind of recently looking at AI helping. I've seen somewhere they do have. they do have AI helping. They say like recognition of animal or human. It has some, I've seen they have AI recognition. So you might don't see AI, they talk about AI, but you can find it. So to me, if I don't have a job for sport photography, but like in general, I need some camera with flip out screen, I think this is a good choice. So they talk about getting autofocus. So that's high sensitivity actually achieved by AI. It's not really by 100% of old ways. It's like a certain thing. That's what I had before. If you have f8 telephoto with f8 Canon, like previous models, they can start hunting. So I would look at this in complete darkness. I like this. So now you can probably increase. Some might think it's not fast enough. So I see some people compare, but they don't talk about increasing. Normally for those kind of cameras, you should be able to increase how fast autofocus, either slow and fast. So they compare like companies settings, but it's not always the fastest one. Like I had Fuji X-H1. The normal is like in the middle, but you can make focusing much faster. So if somebody is concerned with super fast, you need to check on increasing the speed of autofocus. And like Nikon, they have a sport mode. That sport mode might increase speed too. So try to increase. So if it has like special features for darkness, to me this is fine camera. 422, 10-bit and flip out screen, and I assume this camera is smaller than R1 because I had this in my hands. This is not like 1DX, this is smaller than 1DX. But for vlogging and kind of more serious photography, even fashion photography, it is good. It has like vertical shooting. What else? So I think that's all I can see for myself so far. Fuji, Canon, Nikon, Fuji, Canon, Nikon, Panasonic, and then you have Olympus, which is not 10-bit most likely. That's about cameras. So to me, today, if I would consider to buy today, I would probably go with R3 and 15 to 35 2.8 OIS lens, or maybe Nikon Z9 with no stabilization, 14 to whatever, for vlogging and like in general. If I have job for shooting models, then I will go with like 85 and 50. They do have 85 and 50. For Fuji, I would choose Fujifilm GFX 100 Mark II plus the grip. That's all I can say, I guess. So far, I don't see really big news. To me, big news would be Canon R1, RC Mark II, R2, and then if Canon would have flip out screen, not Canon, if Nikon like Z9 or similar or less a little would have flip out screen, if Fujifilm suppose have flip out screen, some other model. That's all I can say. Have a good time, bye.